Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And this is our TGIF version of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Come on in, grab your favorite beverage, and come on in and let's sit down and chat. Um, Today is going to be kind of a quick day because I have to go to, my husband has an eye appointment and aloha kakahiaka, Naomi. Hello, my dear friend, my sweet friend. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Woohoo! And let me put this on the screen so everybody can see. This is aloha kakahiaka. And it's Hawaiian. What can I say? And so I am learning Hawaiian from my dear friend Naomi. And if you have not checked out Naomi's channel, Aloha Crochet with Naomi, you need to do that. Naomi is on a quest for 500. Right now she's at 300 subscribers, but she's on a quest for 500 subscribers by her 1 year anniversary. And that is July 1st of this year. And so I think we can do it, right? I think we can. I think we can. So head on over there at some point, either right after this live or in the middle of this live, and then come on back and go ahead and hit that subscribe button for her. So, if she can see it jump live while we're live, that would bless her so much. So if you can go over there and give her a little subscribe, it doesn't cost anything. It's just basically, hit that subscribe button. It helps her and it just blesses her day. So we were live with her when excuse me, when she got to 300 and we all celebrated. That was last Sunday. It was so fun. Hey, handcrafted by Jackie. Good morning. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. Oh my goodness. And I hope you're having a great Friday. Great Friday. And let's see who else is here. Connie, greetings, Barbara, my sunshine. How are you doing today? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I got a little in my throat. I think it's from, I don't know, allergies. I don't know. Anyway, but other than that, I'm doing okay. Doing okay. And she also says, greetings, all my beautiful, fabulous, and amazing yarny friends. How are y'all doing today? Yeah. So just another stitch is Connie. And if you haven't gone over and subscribed to her, you need to do that as well. Connie has a lot of tutorials on her page. She is a really, really great designer. Connie designs all kinds of things. I know she designed a lot of hats. Like she got into a hat mode, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. She got into a beanie mode, and she was like a beanie fiend. And they were crochet, they were knit patterns, and really cute, really cute. I know, right? Uh, it might be pollen. You're right. You're right, Jackie. It might be pollen. And Connie, did you give me the cred? Connie, I mean, from so many miles away, you are talented. You are so talented and a little rotten, if that's what you did. Oh my goodness. And yes, I agree. Allergies are ugh. They are definitely ugh. Oh my Lanta. Mm. So speaking of oh my Lanta, so excuse me, sorry about that. I don't know why I started saying oh my Lanta on this channel, but I did, and it kind of stuck. And now I'm saying it in my real life. Like, it's just, I don't even know. Like, it is a part of my vocabulary right now. So, anyway, Michelle, hello, my sweet friend. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. She says, Happy Friday, everyone. And yes, happy Friday. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, you're subscribed to Jackie? I mean, you're subscribed to Connie? That's good, Jackie. Yay. I'm so glad. Yes. Ah, You haven't had coffee yet, Jackie? Oh, my Lanta. So this is my first coffee of the day, and guess what? It's leftover coffee. I had to heat it up. Isn't that sad? Hey, Cree, how are you? I have missed you. How is your mama doing? How is mama doing? I want to know. And how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, Connie has her coffee in the works. She is making it. No coffee here either. Cree, yeah. So, yeah, I got up and we didn't make coffee last night, so there was no quick pour over this morning. We use Melita brand coffee maker. So it's the kind where, it just has the cone and the filter, and then you put the coffee grounds in, and you have to use one of those electric tea kettles. So you heat up the water and then you pour it over. And so it's that kind of brew. And we didn't set it up last night. So there was a little bit left in the carafe from yesterday. And it's a thermal carafe. So sometimes it keeps it warm. It was not warm today. And so anyway, I poured that in. And then Mom had a little bit of coffee left over from her pot. So I poured the rest of her coffee in. I'm like, sorry. I just, like I'm scrounging for coffee today. I feel like, please, sir, may I have some more? Oh my goodness. Rosanna, hello. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Oh my goodness. And let's see. Okay. Mom is fine, a bit confused. And she said, but we will be fine. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad, sweetie. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Oh, Jackie says, I like iced coffee, so I have leftover coffee all the time because I put it in the fridge the day before. That is a great idea. I do like iced coffee too. I do. But first thing in the morning, I want a nice hot beverage. Yeah, I do like iced coffee. And so it's so funny because I really like, I don't know why, but I like McDonald's coffee. I like their brand of coffee. And so when we're out, that's where, if I want coffee, that's where I go. Unless there's a Dutch Brothers. It's Dutch Bros. And I don't know if you have any near you. We have them all around us here. And it's really neat. They just have a drive-through and they have a walk-up window, but you can't go in. There's no going in. And they will make the best hot latte. I asked them just, hot latte, little bit of sprinkle of cinnamon on top, no flavor. I don't want any sweet. And then if I'm in the mood, then I'll take one of those little packets of sweetener and I'll put that in there, just one, and I'll put that in there, and it's good. But a lot of times I'll just drink it just like that without a sweetener. And Dutch Brothers, oh, they're so yummy, so yummy. Yeah. Oh no, you had to get up early this morning, Naomi. So yeah, you had to get up early. Oh my. And Rosanna just made coffee too. Okay, good. Naomi's still working on her first cup. Yeah. Oh, that is nice. So, yeah. So I have my little warming dish for my coffee cup, but it's not like heating it up the way I would like. Anyway, that's okay. Mm-mm-mm. So a lot has happened since I saw you on Monday. So I apologize for not going live on Monday. on Wednesday, but Wednesday did not exactly go the way I thought it was. So let me show you first a little thing of crochet that I did. Okay, so the ends are still out. So it's not complete, not really, but can you see the heart in that design? Can you see the heart right here? So this is the Heart's Delight doily, Heart's Desire doily that I made. And I made it in this white. Do you see the hearts in the white? Well, I made it in a soft Kobu. And this is such a pretty color. Isn't this a pretty color? Let me show you. Let's see. Let me show you. So it's this, which is a cotton and bamboo blend. Yes, cotton and bamboo blend. Let's see. 51% cotton, 49% rayon from bamboo. And so this is a lightweight 3 yarn, a lightweight 3, and it's very soft and squishy, very soft and squishy. And so it's a 3-weight yarn, and this is the yarn that is approved by Knitted Knockers. So, you know, if you know, you know. And it's the same brand. Anyway, this yarn was just so soft, and I'd had it for a while. And I couldn't figure out what to make with it because it wasn't 100% cotton. So I didn't want to use it for things like dishcloths and things for the kitchen. So anyway, I just finally found the right stuff, and it's doilies, and it's a very oh, I was going to tell you the color. Let me see. The color is mauve. So yeah. So anyway, it's such a light and drapey. Look at this. Look at this. As opposed to this is 100% cotton, and this will fold, but it doesn't like crumple, right? And this is a 4-weight yarn. So obviously this is a little stiffer, which is fine. It's very fine. And then this one is a little drapier, which I really like. So I'm planning over our bed headboard. I am planning to get a quilt rack. And what it is, it's a shelf. And then right below the shelf is a built-in quilt rack. And it's not just a little thin dowel, it's a nice quilt rack. And so you hang it on the wall, and then you have the shelf where you can put little knickknacks and little things. I have my my very first sewing machine. It's little tiny. It was battery operated, really worked. It was all metal, no plastic, you know. Yeah, just consider the age. And so I thought, you know, it would be really nice to put some, you know, antique-y things up there. And wouldn't it be really pretty to have, you know, a doily kind of hang down from that shelf? You know, maybe 2, maybe 3 doilies, nothing too excessive. It's going to be 40 inches wide. So, and we're going to try and center it on the bed, center it in the wall between 2 windows. And then my mom, when I was growing up, my mom always quilted. She made the double wedding ring quilts. She made a flower garden quilt. She made lots of flower garden quilts. She made, Oh, good, good. Thank you, Rosanna. It is a pretty color, isn't it? And thank you, Michelle. Michelle says, beautiful doily. That is so awesome. Oh, and Michelle has been up a while working on her 5th cup of decaf tea with milk. Yum, yum, a yumma. My goodness. That is so yummy. Okay, and Naomi says, I love that yarn. Thank you. You just gave me the idea to use my scrap I have of that. Nice. It is so pretty. And I used a 3.5 millimeter hook, and it's perfect. It's just perfect. So I really, really like that. This pattern is free on Yarnspiration's website. It's Heart's Desire Doily. So easy to make. Anyway, I really like it. So this one is the second one, and then I've got a third one started. So out of that bamboo cotton yarn, I have a third one started. And so so easy, super easy to do, and didn't take me long. I did this one 2 nights ago when I was watching TV at night. So, I just needed something on my hook, something easy. So I did this, and I really liked it. Really, really liked it. And so, all right, I was telling you about Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, if you've been following me, you know that on February the 8th, it was a Saturday, I believe, I was going to the chicken coop to let the chickens out, and with my right leg, I stepped up into the coop. There's like 1, 2 steps, and then stepping into the coop. And my right knee made the loudest pop, like a bone broke. It was crazy. It wasn't just a normal knee pop, right? It was like I broke a bone. Hey, Miguel, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Naomi's going to get her second cup of coffee with coconut creamer. Yummy, yummy. And so anyway, it sounded like a bone broke, and I was in pain. And then to make matters worse, so I'm holding on to the door frame, and what happens? The wind picks up the door and slams it, and the edge of that door caught my finger, caught my finger right here. See, you can still see where it hit. And that's where it hit. I thought I was going to lose my fingernail, because when it hit right at the quick, and oh, it was bleeding, and this hurt worse than my knee. So I'm like, my knee, and I'm like, oh no, and I'm holding on, and then the door slams, and I'm like, ah! I mean, I'm laughing about it now, but it was painful. Oh my goodness. And so I was like, I was crying over this finger. This finger was throbbing. There's lots of nerves in your finger. And oh my goodness, I was like crying, and I'm like, oh my goodness, and then my knee, I couldn't walk. I couldn't put any weight on my knee. I'm up 3 steps into the chicken coop, and I'm afraid to hold on anymore. I'm afraid the door is going to slam again. Oh my gosh. It was like adding insult to injury, adding injury to injury. I'm laughing about it now, but it hurt. I was sobbing. And so I get on the phone, and thankfully I had my phone in my pocket, right? Otherwise I would have had to just stand there and scream until somebody came and found me. And because I could not get down off those stairs by myself. I could not. And so anyway, I called my husband, and I'm crying, and he's like, what's the matter? And I'm like, just come here, and so he comes, and because I was so in so much pain. I was like, I need help. And then I showed him this, and I'm like dripping blood. It was just a little cut, but it slammed so hard. I thought honestly that I was going to lose my fingernail, and I wasn't sure if I was going to keep my sanity or not. Like, ah. And so anyway, he had to help me down the stairs. I he had to practically drag me out of the chicken yard, like just, and then what he did was, he sat me down because we have chairs in our chicken yard. And then he came and got the van, and he went up and got the van and drove down and put it right at the gate. And so anyway, yeah, he would have driven all the way in, but it was kind of like a wet time, and we were afraid he was going to get stuck in the chicken yard. So he didn't drive in the chicken yard because our gate opens wide enough so you can drive in. And so, hey, Tanya, good morning. Good morning. Naomi says it's 54 and sunny. Real feel is 50. Ooh, fun. And so anyway, yeah, he practically drags me to the van. I get in the front seat, and I'm like, oh, that's what I told him. I said, here's what's going to happen. You're going to go get the van. You're going to bring it here, get it as close as you can. I'm going to get in the van, and you're going to drive me to the hospital because I can't walk. And something happened, and it sounded like a bone broke, right? So he did. He drove me to the hospital, and they x-rayed it. They're like, there's no bone broken, it's probably your meniscus, and that won't show up in an x-ray. We don't have the MRI equipment. The hospital we went to didn't have MRI equipment. And so anyway, they're like, you need to follow up with an orthopedic doctor. So come Monday morning, I am first thing calling the orthopedic doctor. And I got into an ortho. They took my insurance. And so she examined it. She said, yeah, by all appearances, it seems that your meniscus has torn and in your knee. And apparently there are 3 layers to the meniscus, which is like in your knee. I don't know what it does. And she explained the 3 layers. I have since forgotten the 3 layers. That was February 10th. And but she said the most common is the middle one, and that's the one that needs surgery. If it's the top layer, then it can be a tear and it can heal itself because there's a lot more blood vessels in the top. In the middle layer, there's a few blood vessels, but not as much as in the top layer. And in the bottom layer, it is no blood vessels. So there's no repairing. It doesn't repair itself. So she said, this is what we can do. Most of the time, insurance companies will not approve of an MRI right away. They want you to see if it's going to heal on its own. So she said, what I can do is give you a cortisone shot and in your knee, and 6 weeks, come back, and we will see if it's any better. We'll see. And then at that time, if it's not any better, then we can order an MRI. So that's what happened. So I went back to the ortho. The shot did help me because with 4 days, I was able to actually walk without a walker. Thankfully, we had a walker here. And so I was using a walker just to take some of the weight off of my knee. And so anyway, that's what happened there. And so Wednesday, I had the MRI. And I had to be there at 7:15 in the morning. Now, if you know me, if you have been following me for any period of time, you know I am not always a morning person. Not a morning person. And so, yeah, this was crazy, but we got there. I didn't have any coffee. I didn't have anything to drink. I didn't have anything to eat, which was fine. We had to leave, before. Wow. Anyway, we had to leave really early. And because it took about 40 minutes to get there. And I always want to leave a little leeway there, So that's right, Miguel. I am not a morning person. Oh my goodness. And so anyway, we got there. And so, you know, blah, 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 it took time. There were a lot of people there. And, and so I finally got in. It was a half hour. I was so tired because the night before, all I did was dream about, I had watched this YouTube channel and they had gone to a breakfast buffet. And so all I dreamed about was a breakfast buffet and Scrabble, because my sweet friend Catherine has been playing Scrabble with me online, and she sent me a link and we've been playing Scrabble. So I have all of these Scrabble tiles in my head and then a breakfast buffet. So like in my dreams and in my waking moments all the night before, I was like trying to navigate a breakfast buffet because I wanted all the things, and then also trying to figure out how to spell things all night long. It was like my mind was just blah, blah, blah. And so I did not sleep well at all. So Wednesday, when I was on that MRI table, he gave me earplugs and he stabilized my leg so that I could just relax, and even had little sandbags to put on top of it to keep it like settled. And then he's like, it's a little cold in here. Oh, like, yeah, it's very cold in here. And he's like, would you like a blanket? And I said, I would love a blanket. So he had this blanket from the warmer and he put it over me. And I laid there. I was like, oh, warm blanket. I fell asleep during the MRI. I fell asleep. I was so tired. And I was so glad that it was so loud that he could not hear me snore. And I'm not even going to say if I snored, because I know I did. Okay. I know I did. So anyway, that's what happened there. We did not get back to the house. The whole night before, I kept dreaming of a breakfast buffet. And so hubby and I, like, we hadn't had any coffee. We hadn't had any, and it was like, I don't know, 10 o'clock when we got out, or 9:30. I don't know. Anyway, so we're like, let's get some breakfast. And I said, okay, yes, I need coffee really bad. And so there's a little diner named Lisa. It's Lisa's Diner. And we had never been there, but we had seen all of the reviews and everything was really good. And we saw that she had the exhaust had gone out in the kitchen, the exhaust system, the week before. And so, she was closed a couple days, and she was like, our exhaust system is coming in. It was supposed to come in like the week before. And so we're like, yes, let's go to Lisa's. Now, mind you, I had been dreaming of a breakfast buffet all night. I was ready. I was ready for that breakfast, right? And the coffee. So we get to Lisa's, and it's closed. She has a closed sign. And then she has this electronic, like, red words that like scroll by. Yes, we're going to 5 minutes. I gotcha. And yeah, he's reminding me. And so the words, and it says, sorry, we're closed. Our exhaust must be traveling by camel. So traveling by camel. So we were like, oh no, where are we going to go now? So I'm like, okay, in Dandridge, it's another town over, and they have a Shoney's and they have a breakfast buffet. Let's go there. Well, we get to Dandridge, and all of the traffic signals are out. They're completely dark. It's not like only the green is out, or, it's out. And I was like, oh no, that's not good. We turn into Shoney's and they have a sign on the door that says power is out, or no power. I was like, oh, we can't go there either. Oh no. So then we go down a little bit of ways, and like a couple miles down the road, and I'm like, well, maybe there's another diner named Owen's. And we had never eaten breakfast there, but it was a little diner. We had had lunch there one time. And so we go down there. Their power's out. I'm like, really? Really? Man. So their power was out. And so by the time we turned around, because I needed hot coffee, right? I mean, I needed some coffee. So we turned around and I was like, okay, I don't know. I don't know where we're going. So we turned around. Well, when we turned around, then the traffic signals were on. I was like, oh, the power must be back on. So we went over to Shoney's and we had Shoney's breakfast buffet, which was okay. It wasn't fantastic, but it was okay. And so by the time we got home, I was exhausted and I fell out on the bed and slept until 5. You love Scrabble? Oh my goodness. Ah, Michelle, you fell asleep in an MRI once. The text said only a mother can fall asleep in the MRI. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Oh my goodness. Scrabble, breakfast buffet dreams. I know. It was crazy. It was crazy. Oh, Miguel said one of the MRI places here I had to go for my brain scan had sounds of birds chirping and you fell asleep. Oh yeah. Oh, you love Scrabble? Naomi, I'll send you the link and we can play together. So listen, guys, I have to go. My husband is just looking at me. He's like, we have to go. Before we go, how many days until Christmas? 244. 244. And let me show you actually. 244 days until Christmas. And yeah. And today is National Bucket List Day. It is National Pigs in a Blanket Day. It's National Arbor Day. National Hairball Awareness Day. And National Historic Marker Day. So I don't know about you, but I love pigs in a blanket and I love having a bucket list. I love having a bucket list. I do. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. I'm sorry that it's so quick today. It is so good to see everyone. And oh, you need a Valium to be able to do the MRI? Yes. Yes. Thankfully, since it was my knee, I went in feet first and my head was out. Thankfully. So that was good. I was glad about that. Thank you, Jackie. You have a wonderful and blessed weekend too. And Naomi and everyone have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And yeah, let's do something fun with crochet, something pretty. And I will see you next time. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking, and much love. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.